You feel bloated, inflamed, and uncomfortable with your digestion because you get your mornings wrong. This is something that I've noticed with me and my clients. Here's a message one of my clients sent me. He has spent thousands of dollars trying to fix his gut by doing these cleanses, bacterial cleanses, tried these herbal teas, herbal pills, different diets, different strategies, but nothing. And we just fixed his morning and diet, his morning habits, diet, all of that, and he got instant progress. In 3 to 5 days, he made more progress than years of doing all these things and wasting a lot of money. And I think this happens due to lack of knowledge, habits, and food choices. When it comes to knowledge, I'd say mixing the wrong foods. This can be an issue for some people when mixing acid and basic foods. What oils do you use to cook? Because you may be eating the right food, but if you're using some seed oil, you kind of destroy the purpose, which is health and feeling good. And also things that you think are good, but they are not. And I think this is the most important one. Example, bacterial cleanses or these herbal detox teas to alleviate your gut, or eating more and more fiber because you're being told that eating more and more fiber will fix your gut, will help your gut be better, which is not the case. And one secret here, bacteria is really important when it comes to a healthy gut, a good digestion. And habits, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, drinking too much coffee also can affect your gut. Every now and then, it's okay. It may not affect you as much, but drinking it every day will definitely wreck your gut in the long run. Drinking purified water, drinking and eating at the same time, not having enough sun, not moving your body. All of these habits can affect your digestion, your gut. And I'll explain everything here in a second. And food choices. When it comes to food choices, the obvious processed and junk food, but there are foods that are not processed, they're not junk, but they affect your gut, they affect your digestion, such as cruciferous vegetables, grains, legumes. These foods are natural foods, can be natural foods, but they are not good for you, and you're told to eat more and more of these foods. If you see the pyramid, these foods are what you're supposedly to eat more, but there are foods that are making you sick, giving your gut issues. An example would be beans. Everyone knows that beans will destroy your gut. It gets you inflamed, gassy, and these are signs of bad digestion. And you may say, but people don't eat vegetables and legumes for breakfast. Yeah, and you may be wondering, what do they eat? For what I've seen is some sort of bread or grain, roasted cheese or ham, coffee and milk, which is not a good mix. What I said in the beginning, food mixing is important for some people who have weak guts or have been dealing with gut issues for long periods of time. They're more sensitive. This can be a problem. Some oats with protein powders, very inflammatory, wrecks your gut. And in the long run, these foods, these habits will destroy your gut, your energy levels, and focus. And for example, there are people who eat good foods in the morning, eggs, some meat, but they be cooking it in seed oils, which kind of destroys the purpose, like I said in the beginning. And there are also some people that do fasting because when they eat something, they feel like their digestion gets really bad. They get very lethargic and inflamed. And this is just a band-aid. This doesn't fix the problem. So doing fasting will not fix your gut problem. And then what happens is that they cannot focus, they have low energy, and after 30 minutes, an hour, they have to snack on something. And usually what they snack is some sort of pastry, some junk processed food, and some coffee. And this will do even more damage to your gut. And this creates a snowball effect. You'll be doing damage and more damage again and again. And all of this is because you start your mornings wrong. Let me give you an example so you can see things more clearly. Someone that has bad habits, doesn't have the knowledge, poor food choices. They wake up, they eat some grain, they drink coffee on an empty stomach, they mix some foods that are not good, and they get lethargic, inflamed, low energy, they cannot focus. And this will make you have bad choices later on because you'll be in this inflamed state, this low state, this anxious state, this state where your body is not functioning well. And for what I've seen is that people make the worst choices when they're feeling the worst, where they're not feeling good. And this affects you in a hormonal level, in a biological level, because if your hormones are all wrecked, your ghrelin and leptin all are dysregulated, your cortisol is high, your insulin is spiking and crashing, you'll not think properly, you'll not be able to focus, you'll have more cravings, you'll want to eat more sugar, more processed foods. And this will make you have better choices later on in the day. Compare it to a person who eats enzyme-rich, nutrient-dense foods that gives you energy, makes your insulin levels be stable, your hormones are good, are regulated, your focus. You'll be able to go 2-3 hours without eating and feeling amazing. And when you go eat, you probably will do a good choice, will do a better choice because this doesn't come from an emotional place. Hormones levels are doing well, so you don't get too emotional, you don't get anxious with food, you don't have these cravings, and you'll do better choices throughout the day. And this is something that I've noticed with me. And on enough time period, you'll develop health issues such as skin problems, losing your hair, gaining the extra weight that you don't want, being depressed, anxious, having really bad gut problems. And all of this is because you didn't start your morning well. Your morning basically sets you up for success or failure. And if your gut has problems, it will affect everything from the physical to the mental. So fix your gut and you'll fix your life. And if everything I've said till now resonates with you and you need help, go on the first link in the description, book a free call, and I'll help you out. And I will not try to force sell anything. I'm here to help you out. If you like what you hear, if you want to work with me, nice. And now, what to do and what to change to heal your gut. First, cut bad habits, such as drinking coffee on an empty stomach. If you are gonna drink coffee, have something in your stomach. For example, eat 4 to 5 eggs, cook it in butter, and you'll have good energy, you have the nutrition, your hormones will be stable, and the coffee can give you this boost of focus and energy. Mixing something with fat and protein and some caffeine can be very helpful when it comes to focus and energy. Don't drink coffee every day. Try to minimize it to 3 to 2 times a week. This will help your gut relax a bit from the coffee, because coffee can be very irritating to the gut, especially if it's not high quality and organic. Stop drinking and eating at the same time. Drink 30 minutes after you have your solid meal, or do the opposite. Stop mixing acid and basic foods. This for some people can be a problem. People who have more problems in the gut, a more sensible gut, a weaker gut, these can be a problem, such as bread and meat, milk and meat, basic and acid. Don't drink purified water. It robs the minerals from your body, makes you dehydrated, and it can be very heavy on the stomach, and I can tell you this from experience. There was this time I was drinking purified water at the gym. They had this purified water. I was trying it, and during my workouts, what I would feel is like I would get super dehydrated. My skin would get super dry, and I'd want to drink way more water, and my gut would feel weird. And as I did a research and learned more about it, I found that this is not the best water to drink. If you do a cleanse in your water, you want to remineralize it. Move your body after a meal. You don't need to go outside. You can be inside. Just stand, walk a bit, do things standing. This will help with your digestion. Get enough sun throughout the day in your face, belly, and chest. It helps with digestion. Because when you eat and you're sitting like I'm sitting here, and mainly if you curve your body a lot, this will affect your digestion. So standing and moving your body a bit can be helpful with digestion. Now, food choices. Food choices in the morning are key. You want nutrient-dense, enzyme-rich, and easily digestible foods, such as eggs, meat, fish, raw dairy, raw honey, fruits. These foods will provide you with the nutrition, will have the enzymes, the bacteria that will help you heal your gut, make you feel energetic, have the focus, so you can have the best choices throughout the day, like I said in the beginning. And lastly, some knowledge that could help you. Don't drink coffee on an empty stomach. Don't use seed oils to cook your foods, because you may be eating meat, but if you're cooking it in seed oils, you're destroying the purpose. Bacteria is good for you. Eating raw foods, bacteria-rich foods, fermented foods will help you heal your gut fast. And bacterial cleanses, all of these detox teas and herbs to kill the bacteria are not good. In the long run, will cause you way more problems. Gluten, fiber, processed foods will make you inflamed, lethargic, disrupt your gut function, affect your digestion. So avoid them as much as possible. Vegetables, most of the time, are not your friends. The cruciferous vegetables are not your friends. Legumes too. Grains also affects your gut a lot, even if you don't feel it right away, like beans or some cruciferous vegetables. But grains are not that good for you. Fruit vegetables such as tomatoes, cucumbers, these are great for you to eat. Root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, these are the best plant foods to eat. Their fiber are the best for you to eat compared to cruciferous vegetables and legumes, which can disrupt the normal function of the gut. And stay hydrated. Hydrated is not just water, it's minerals, vitamins, and fats, and also water. So up your fat intake, promote the bile function, which digests the fat, and also aid with digestion overall. So eating more fats, mineral-rich foods, vitamin-rich foods, and water will help you stay hydrated.